Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome to my playoff predictions for the NFL this year. As we have the brand new setup with the seventh team, a six-team wild card playoff overall, one seed bye. But yeah, I'm here on playoffpredictors.com. Great website. Go check it out if you want to. Like, it's just very simple. You just you just want to click on teams, just and then there you go. It's all set up. But yeah, I really like this website. Very easy to use. But yeah. Also, if you want AARP, here you go. Free advertising. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start off here in the AFC. I think we have our most even matchup in maybe even the entire wild card is this matchup right here between the Baltimore Ravens and Tennessee Titans. They played once. They played last year's playoffs. Tennessee came out on top. And then they played this year. Tennessee came out on top in overtime. However, this year I am going to go third time's the charm. Baltimore Ravens win this behind Lamar Jackson. I think it'll be very close. It'll be back and forth. I don't think anyone will ever truly get ahead, but yeah, I think the Baltimore Ravens, they're getting healthy now. They're not what they were last year, as you can tell by that, as compared to 13-3 from last year, or maybe it was 14-2 from last year. But yeah, they're still a very good team, and I think they beat the Titans in this first round. Next, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers and Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think it's going to be close. Maybe if Cleveland was healthy, like completely healthy, specifically Odell Beckham Jr., then they'd be closer. But they barely beat Pittsburgh's backups, including Mason Rudolph at quarterback. So, yeah, Pittsburgh gets the win. And then this one right here, Indianapolis and Buffalo, I think is a very good matchup. A lot of people are picking Buffalo as a surprise team, like maybe compete with the Chiefs for this Super Bowl bid. But the Colts should not be slept on. Yes, they're only 11-5. They only got in because the Dolphins got absolutely that was yeah, but yeah, they are still a very good team. Their defense is absolutely amazing. Their offense is young, with the exception of Phillip Rivers, but like with Jonathan Taylor, Mike Pittman Jr., yeah, the Quentin Nelson on the offensive, like leading the offensive line. A very good Indianapolis team, and I think it stays very close, unlike the Miami game. But I do think Buffalo sneaks away with the win. Moving on to the NFC, I think this is a game. Washington gets clowned a lot because in the NFC East, so they deserve most of it. But yeah, I think they are the best suited. Like out of everyone here, I think they deserve the playoffs the most. I think they are the best team, but that's due to their defense and Chase Young had an amazing year. But a player that gets overlooked a lot is Montez Sweat, who led the team with 9 sacks. Absolute beast, getting to the pass rusher. But it is against Tom Brady. And maybe Mike Evans. Last I heard is he could play, but don't know for sure. But Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, Scotty Miller, like this team, Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette. This team is amazing. The offensive line is great. I think Tampa Bay. It'll be closer than what Chase Young said. He wants Tom. He's going to get Tom, and he's going to get a lot of them. Next, the Rams and Seahawks. I think will be very close. Their two matchups earlier this year, really just their first one really was the start of Russ's lost MVP season. But yeah, I think this one again will be a great game. It is played in Seattle, which does give the advantage to the Seahawks, even though there are no fans there. Which if there were fans, then it'd be an easy Seahawks pick. But there is no fans there, so that evens it out a bit. And also, there's a possibility of no Jamal Adams, which I think would just end the Seahawks' chances. And because of that, I'm going to go with the LA Rams to get the win here. And next, the final one in this wild card week, we have the Chicago Bears at New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints have yet to play completely healthy. Well, there have been a few games, But Michael Thomas has only played in half of them. Drew Brees has been in and out. This offensive line, this defense, none of them are just fully complete. Actually, their offensive line has stayed fairly healthy. Yeah, their defense though has had some injuries, so we have yet to see a fully healthy New Orleans team. And I think this is but they're still 12-4. Yeah, sorry, Bears fans. Next, in the divisional matchups, some very great games over here in the AFC. As we start off with Buffalo at Pittsburgh, they played a very good regular season game when I think Buffalo won, if I remember right. I remember it was close. It was very close, but I do think Buffalo won. If I'm not, they didn't win, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot, but yeah, I think Buffalo does it again. They are actually no. I'm going to change that. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh's defense, led by T.J. Watt, who I think should come in second place, defensive player of the year to Xavier Howard. I think Xavier Howard absolutely deserves it. But yeah, T.J. Watt looks like he just looked like the best pass rusher, and that includes players like Myles Garrett, Aaron Donald. T.J. Watt this year looked better. This defense as a whole looked better. They were the reason why they went 11-0. Buffalo is a great team, but I just don't. I do not have complete trust yet in Josh Allen. I think next year, when they'll be back with a consistently healthy John Brown, this team will be insane. Definitely, I think getting really close to the Kansas City Chiefs level. But right now, I'm going with the Steelers. And down here, the Ravens are good. The Chiefs are gooder. The Kansas City Chiefs. I see no reason to doubt Patrick Mahomes unless he's playing Tom Brady. So that's the only team that Patrick Mahomes has lost to in his playoff career, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is his fourth year, right? And he only lost to Tom Brady in that overtime game, and even then he should not have lost. I'm fully trusting Patrick Mahomes here. He is better than Lamar. The Chiefs as a whole are better than the Ravens. So, yeah, Chiefs are going to win to go face the Steelers. And then over here in the West, or in the NFC, sorry, not the West. I'm used to basketball, sorry. Over here in the NFC, we have the Saints and the Buccaneers matchup we've seen twice. And if I'm not mistaken, though I typically am mistaken, you see these two? You see that 0? And they weren't even, I don't even think they were fully healthy. I typically don't doubt Tom in the playoffs, but this time I'm going to. I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints. And in this one, I don't like going chalk, but I don't think you can seriously say that the Rams are going to compete with the Packers. I don't think anyone can logically state that. I don't think you can. Over here in the AFC, we're going to jump back over here. I love the Pittsburgh's defense. I love Pittsburgh's defense. I really not liking their offense. They need consistent running back play. Their number one receiver can't drop the ball as many times as Deontay Johnson did. And their number one skill, their best skill wide receiver, cannot play as poorly as he does. And if they want any shot at beating the Chiefs, I don't think they get it. Patrick Mahomes is going to win. So, over here in the NFC, for the storylines, I would go Green Bay. Because I want to pick Green Bay. I really do. But again, we haven't seen a fully healthy New Orleans team. We have not consistently seen a fully healthy New Orleans team. There's been games, I think week 1, before Michael Thomas got injured. I think he got injured in week 1. Why can I not? Anyway, this New Orleans team is very good. Very, very good. Alvin Kamara is an absolute beast. But I'm gonna do it. I don't think this will actually happen due to the fact that the chances of it actually in history, it has barely been 1-1 in the Super Bowl. But we're going to do it because it's Aaron Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes. And I think Aaron Rodgers has carried him as far as he physically can. This is where it's the Packers' fault. The Packers' management for being absolute idiots and drafting Jordan Love over, I think, Justin Jefferson. I think Justin Jefferson went after, if I'm not mistaken. No, he went right before. Over T. Higgins for sure. Over some wide receivers that could have helped. They picked A.J. Dillon behind. Like, I didn't follow any of the logic. And I think the Super Bowl champions this year will be the Kansas City Chiefs. But yeah, that is my predictions. The likelihood of it happening, very low. But we're going to go with it. I think these are the two, but they're number one seeds for a reason. And I think they'll end up winning. So you can definitely bet on the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. Absolutely going to happen. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed these next 2 days, I will release like breakdowns, like week by week breakdowns, game by game, where I'll release a breakdown on this game, like more in depth here and here, all 6 of them over the next 2 days. But yeah, so subscribe if you want to see those, or just remember to look me up every time. Or if you just don't want to watch them, then just don't watch them. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Adios.